Yep.
Okay. Hello, everybody. This is CBSI Presents Tales from Flipside number 9090. I'm Dino. I am a card flipper now. I sold my first unit for $3, and it cost me $3 to ship it, so we are ready to roll on the negatives.
Does that include the fees that you paid?
Hold it. Hold it.
Yeah.
What did you mail it in?
Just a padded mailer.
Oh, you don't even, for a $3 card, just put it in an envelope with a stamp.
Yeah, see, people. Yeah, he said that too, but I was like, I don't know. It wasn't a single card. It was like 5 cards, I guess.
Oh, just a stamp, man.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, I'll do that. I don't know. See, I'm learning things every day. So I'm Dino. Boys, let's introduce ourselves.
What's up, guys? I'm Brian McClay. I am still sick. It's been like 2 weeks, and I can't shake this. I think it's the HIV.
Maybe you're allergic to that dog.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So,
hey, and it's Ben S, and I finally got some cool stuff to show this week.
I can't wait.
what are you talking about? You always got the best shit to show.
This is not like my normal stuff.
I know.
I mean, it's only the rarest book ever of
Whatever.
This is John Z. I don't have much to show today, but I sure have some fun stuff we can talk about, I'm sure.
Turn a Jedi glass. Nice. Look at this guy.
What?
Let's go.
So
I'm super stoked. You know what? Every Monday I get antsy, dude. I love this now. You know, I'm getting into cards. I'm saying screw comics now. I'm being this guy.
So all right. So Dana, when you're shipping cards, if it's just a single like $2-3 card, no padded envelope. That's not needed because all you do is put in a top load, take a piece of tape, wrap it over the top.
Yep.
Put a little pull tab on it.
Yep.
Stick in the mail. It's good to go. Now, if it's a $10-$20 card or a graded card, shove it.
How much per? I don't even got fucking stamps. B, how much per stamp per card? Is it like 2 cards, 2 stamps kind of? Is that how it works?
No, stamps are like 50
stamps per card. I think it's 5 ounces per stamp, right?
Something like that. 50 cents, I think, is a stamp now. Maybe 55. I don't know.
And I'm pretty sure a first class stamp is 5 ounces in an envelope.
And I can't believe that PayPal charged me $2 for fucking a 4-ounce first class, and I put it at 4 ounces. I mean,
well, Ozzy could tell us. No, he doesn't know shit. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, he just works
how
here.
much it weighs when he puts it in his bag.
He doesn't care. But top loader and just wrap it over the top, and you're good to go.
I mean, I got let's actually move this so I'm actually on the right thing.
How many boxes, packs of cards have you bought? Do you know?
I have bought. What's in the small ones? Look at McClay. What's in the boxes that me and you went? Was it 8?
they're like
4s?
8. Yeah.
8?
As a matter of fact, I got one right here. Hold on.
I know the hobby boxes were 10 packs. So that's 10 packs, and how many's in there?
The blasters.
How many boxes?
7 packs.
1 hobby and 2 of those bad boys.
Dennis, what do you want us to explain again?
I'm sorry.
Hey, Dino, check the chat. I don't know if we did something.
No, I think it's because of Facebook.
What's Facebook having issues?
I don't know. I don't know if we went live just out of curiosity.
No, we did. On YouTube, we did. I think Facebook's. I think you can't post comments on Facebook, but I'm not worried about that. We don't care. We don't care about Facebook. No. Where's Paul? Paul is he's working right now. Yeah, he's having a problem.
He's getting stories for next week, guys.
How are you putting names and addresses on them? Oh, how are you putting names and addresses on them? So basically, what I do is, for the PayPal one, somebody just send me PayPal, and then I tell them to put it in a thing. You can write them down. I mean, I just do PayPal, family and friends kind of. Well, how do you do that on eBay then? You just put a label. You just put out a label on eBay, I guess, or
you write it.
Well, you can buy first class postage on eBay too.
Yeah, I mean.
You can just mark it as the stamp, and it's an envelope, and it's
Dennis, just an envelope, right? Like a regular envelope, like one you mail a letter in.
It's honestly
white envelope.
Yeah, it's honestly that's the reason that people are still okay with that on cards because they can fill sets and stuff. They can buy 50-cent cards, and it's not going to cost them $4 to ship a 50-cent card.
See, I didn't know that because he said just put it in a regular envelope's cool, but I was like, that's kind of like I mean I come from the comic book world, so it's like I'm not I don't want to be that guy who he was completing his run too. So I mean I didn't feel that bad. They were bullshit base cards anyways. So
yeah, that's actually cool. I still like that about the card industry where there's the guys out there that are still trying to complete their sets and stuff like that.
I didn't want to I mean yeah, they're in these cool top loaders, but I don't want to sit there and be like the guy who's I shipped them and I gypped them on the fucking shipping, like the guys who throw it in a bubble mailer and think it's good, like a comic. But
no,
that's good to know. I mean, that's good to know. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, if it's a graded card or something like that, yeah, throw in a little 3x5.
They're talking a top loader, Dennis. They're not just throwing the card in there naked,
Correct.
Yeah, so, in a top loader.
So it's a penny sleeve. Oh, sorry. It's a penny sleeve and a top loader. So let me actually. So
yes.
I'm sorry. So yeah. So it looks like this. There's a penny sleeve in there, as you can tell, and then that's top loader. And then what you do is you put a little pull tab, and then you put a piece of tape so it doesn't slide back and forth, and then you just throw it in an envelope, and you're good.
Yep, good to go.
Theoretically, little shipping tutorials.
Yeah, you hope.
So no, I'm super pumped. I have bought.
Well, I mean,
boxes.
if you're shipping it first class in an envelope, it doesn't get put in with all the heavy shit. This is the one thing I learned from Ozzy is if you can ship your comics first class instead of priority, way less chance of damage. It doesn't get thrown in there with the 75-pound limit priority flat rate bullshit.
And like honestly, like
class, 1 pound is the heaviest item it's hitting, so it takes your post off.
Let me not try to flex that. So I mean, it's a top loader, man. I mean, it's it's pretty. It can take some beefy damage. I think what I'm saying. I mean, if it gets stepped on or something, I mean, nothing you're gonna do about it. So, but anyways, I'm just trying to keep going. Guys.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's fun for at least for me and probably for you too, Ben, to see a lot of these of our comic friends getting into cards now and kind of seeing it grow, because there's a lot of the stuff that it just seems old hat to me. Because cards is where I started. And, you think about some of this stuff and you're like, how could they not think that? I'm like, it's because I've been doing it for years.
Right.
So. Yeah,
I'm not very smart when it comes to this. But I'm learning like everything else, man. It's gonna take me a while. Like I told the guy, some guy was asking if a card was mint. I'm like, dude, I was talking to my cousin. He's been in the cards forever, and he's like, just it's corners and like make sure it's not like centered properly. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna notice if it's like way off centered. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of what it is. I just, I don't want to be that guy who ships something like, remember back in the day, Z, when we had, shipped books in the beginning and you don't know what mint, near mint, and you're like, I think it's mint. You just put mint on the thing. You're guessing, It was terrible.
I knew from day one I wasn't going to put a fucking grade on shit, but, that's.
Well, I mean, card guys, I'm not trying to sit here with the microscope.
Well, I did my first 3 auctions. I had 3 auctions, the first 3 books. And I graded, I was over harsh, and I listed them as like very fine, and they were like 9 6s when all said and done later on. So if you don't know, I just assume would rather not, and I'd rather, even still, I don't want to. I don't want to put a grade on it. You do it yourself. I'll give you plenty of pictures.
That's interesting. I wonder how many other people do that. They don't put a grade on it.
I put a grade on every comic. I put a grade.
Buyers away too.
No, I put a grade on every comic.
I know you do.
And I do.
We have our own theory, though. I don't get people buying that don't know what they're doing.
I've never had a return for somebody who thinks it's a 9.8 because it's not. I've never had a return. They know what it is, and plus I do a half grade down, so they think they get bonus. They're always happy, theoretically.
Until I get what you're saying, but like new buyers just buy because they see a grade, but they don't know what it is. So even when they get it, they may not agree with you because their expectation is not a real grade.
You know what? What's funny? I put my grade on and I get a lot of messages about, is this a 9.8? And I'd rather take the message and I'll tell them, no, it's not. It's not 9.8, or I would listen to 9.8. So I think it attracts a lot of buyers too, which is good. Then I don't deal with returns.
That's fair. I mean, I think I take about 2 returns a year on randomness.
Look at you. Well,
but I mean, it's rarely a great issue. It's usually, spec gone cold.
I mean, we're not comics under NARM here, man. We don't have that big eBay account,
Just saying, my friend. It's just I don't know. I think if you know what you're doing and you're a good seller, you're not going to take returns anyways.
Yeah.
Either way you do it.
Yeah.
You can go through the hell that we all hear about daily in chats.
Sorry, Tim.
Yeah.
So,
but
let's open this up for let's do pickups, and I'll go last because I have the most. So, and I know that for a fact.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I don't care. Well, I'll give some shout outs here before we get started. Closet Geek, Dennis Hayes, Rag 718, Fordham, Doc Joe. Who else is in there that I saw? Ozzy. 55 cents for a stamp. I don't know if anybody said that, but okay. So I got a couple things this week. I'll start with this. I just picked these up today, and I'm going to open them live. I mean, it only take me 2 seconds. I got one pack it's the silver pack out of the hobby.
Yep, that's what I got.
Yeah, I got one pack. So I just bought that. I didn't buy a box, but out of Topps Update.
Is that the silver one? I got or no, that's a black one, right?
Yeah, I mean it's black.
Okay, so there's 2. So just so everybody knows, there's a silver and 2 blacks in each hobby box. So the silver is the box topper, and the 2 black ones are the
yeah. So I bought one of those, and then I bought a box of Clearly Authentic.
I've put hits on them. A lot of hitters on Clearly Authentics I've seen coming out.
And that's one card for all of you that don't know that.
Yes, one card. One card.
Jesus.
Yep, $50, one card. So
freaking lotto.
Yep. So I'll open those. I can open whenever anybody wants it to. I don't care. But I wanted to give a huge shout out to Robert Fordham this week. These are my first foreign books that I've ever gotten. The first one he threw in, I think this is Jewish. I'm not sure, but it's Jewish.
Arabic. Is that Daredevil?
I don't know. I see Punisher on there, but I
think that's Daredevil.
No, it looks like the tarantula from Spider-Man.
Tarantula, yeah.
Is it?
I don't know.
That's an Arabic book of some kind.
Yeah. So that's really cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, and then the other one, which is unbelievable, is
Robert was real generous to people this month. I saw.
Gosh, this one's the first.
Oh boy!
Yeah, first appearance of
Man
Bat.
Yep.
I think he said this is Brazilian.
Yeah.
But it is in gorgeous shit. It's in really nice shape.
For a book that is immaculate.
You gonna slab that bad boy?
I am. There's
my man.
On the back, there's one little tiny thing up here, but it's non-color breaking. I think it'll press out. It's gorgeous.
I'm telling you, anything from like South America, man. If you get above like the 6, is amazing.
Yeah, I would say as is. It's probably a 9.0.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna grade those. But thank you, Rob. That was huge.
Your hardest thing will be submitting it and figuring out how.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know what. I'll just say Batman. I don't even know what a number on it is. 19.
I would put
talk to Robert. He'll help you out. You're gonna need some info if you're gonna send it in, man.
Yeah,
or he'll just fuck it up.
Probably. And then I got this, which is awesome. So, Ben C sent me this. It's the Middleton Vampirella.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one's really nice cover there. And I think it's Scott's Collectibles. I think that's who it is. And then today I actually just got this in, and I forgot about eBay now charging sales tax. So this ended up costing me a bunch in sales tax. But I've been wanting one for a while, and I just decided to just go ahead and buy it. But I got me a
primer 2.
9.6.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Is there a break on there? Can you see it?
There's a tiny. It's got a little bit of spine roll, and there's a little tiny break, and that's it.
Do you think you take it, crack it out, press it, and do it at Baltimore on-site? Is it unbiteable?
I don't think you can anymore, man. Baltimore's not generous like they were.
Okay, I don't know.
I mean, it would. I guess it might have a shot, but it's. I mean, I can see the break, and I'm afraid that it would still be a 9.6 no matter what.
I got a 9.6 in the OG original case. That same thing, just a small color break that I don't have the heart to resub.
Yeah, I can.
But
I mean, just
on that book, man. If you resubbed it, even let's say 8 or 10 times, if you actually hit it, the price bump is huge.
I can imagine. I can only imagine how impossible that is. But I've been wanting.
That's tougher than the Crow or Caliber, or either of them.
I've just been thinking about that book for a while now. That with all these, mid 80s, indies that have been picked up and are probably going to be picked up or have been picked up, and Grendel just has never. It's never been there. I mean, it got picked up by probably 15 years ago by somebody, and they never did anything with it. And I'm just surprised.
There's 2 characters to me that stick out. Grendel is one, and Madman.
Who's the artist and stuff on that book?
On Grendel?
Yeah, no, on that book, on that primer book.
It's Matt Wagner.
Yeah, Matt Wagner. It doesn't Sam Keith get his start in a couple issues later on that primer number 5? Yeah,
number 5,
and that's the first Max too.
Yeah, so I'm just in my mind, I'm thinking it's really got nowhere to go. But I mean, if there's any new, and the fact that it's with Dark Horse now, and Dark Horse sold their stuff to, was it Netflix?
I think so.
Yeah, there's no downside on that particular book. It's not Jump, like it's moved, but not Jump crazy.
Right. So you just don't see it there. Like there's only been like 2 or 3 9.6 sales all year.
See, Doc Joe has the greatest thing though. Just buy a Sharpie pen and just have a little quick sig, little remark. We're good to go.
So I was really happy with that one.
Wagner does a really small sig, so it's going to be hard, man. He's like he'll find the smallest spot on there to sign and do it.
Well, it's a really small color break, so he could write there.
All right.
You think, it's funny, we joke about that shit all the time, but do you think it really happens?
Did they get signatures right over the color breaks?
I 100% think it happens.
But
absolutely.
Do you think it's intentional? Let's talk about that. I mean, you are, if you're taking a book and you're telling the artist where to sign at, right? I mean,
I bet it happens on Color Touch on occasion, more likely.
I can see that too.
If you put on that Ghost Rider you had, if you put the signature box small enough in the right spot, he could have hit it with it and they wouldn't pay attention.
Yeah, that's true.
I could see that.
God, I never thought about that.
Yeah, just another reason
scary.
Another reason I hate SS books. But
our friend Enforcer has joined the chat.
Yeah. I know, man. He's so pumped. He went to Baltimore. I know he did.
Him and I are CGC line buddies.
That's right. He said it's all this week in a bunch. That's what he said.
I can see it.
I think people are getting real
crafty.
Crafty's a polite word for it.
That's what I do.
There's sketchy business. There's all kinds of things people have figured out.
I mean, it would be kind of weird if you had a sig right on the spine of a book.
Well, that's a different thing. But
but you think about it though. I mean, if it's somebody who kind of has like a loopy signature or whatever,
yeah,
and you put that box right over there on the edge, there's no reason that swipe on that side doesn't go right to the edge of the book.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, would you you're first in line at CGC? When'd you get your books back?
Yeah,
Monday.
Yeah,
Monday, Tuesday afternoon. Oh wow! You heard one guy talk to a witness about it. Ooh.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's bold. That's bold. Yeah, I like it. People aren't scared. It's Baltimore.
Well, I mean that is it. How's a signature with a Sharpie any different than a Color Touch? Truthfully, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Okay, I'm not going to speculate. I don't want to talk about. I guess we can move on. I don't want to talk about this.
I mean, the whole thing is just crazy, right? It's just.
If I was
once we put a signature on it, we've done something to that book. So
no, I agree. I agree. But there's a difference, and there's a moral line of putting a signature on a book that values the comic, than actually color touching it to devalue the comic theoretically.
Yeah, but most of this color touch was done so long ago. Most of it, not all of it.
Yeah.
That it wasn't the same as it is today.
No, they were preserving a book because it was, so and some color faded or whatever was going on with it.
I mean, there was definitely sketchiness all the way back, but it just didn't have the same dollar value like it does now.
Well, it's because there was no grading companies honestly the same stuff happened in cards. I mean, any of those cards with black borders, those corners, because if it's got a touch on it, that white shows immediately.
Yep.
But I mean, I saw people do it sitting at shows. I mean, they just had their little black Sharpie, and if it was you just barely touch it, and all of a sudden it's not white anymore. Yep. And unless you have unless you're specifically looking for that, it could pass easily.
Yeah. I'm kind of worried getting into cards because of we talked about kind of grading in general. Just I know people are like Ben said in previous podcasts about having like jewelers lenses and stuff. Yeah, it's like, yeah, man, like I don't know. I mean, I have confidence I can grade and I can see things, but obviously I can miss some things, obviously, especially new stuff. I mean, I'm not worried about centering on modern cards theoretically. I mean, you're gonna know if it's messed up, but
that's a good question, Joe.
Is
there an ink that doesn't show with a black light? I'm sure there is.
I would think that it's not necessarily the ink; it's the gloss on top of it, right?
Yes,
it's the differentiation in color because it's hard to exact match.
Yeah, because when I had my Ghost Rider, you could see it like on the R of Ghost or of Rider, the second R, it was on the top corner. You could see it. Like, I mean, it went from, I would say, like a muted red to like a shiny red. Like, what I'm saying? It was like,
if you dig in the Comic Book Invest archives somewhere, Scott R. did a great article on restoration, and he talks about color touch and why. So if you really want to get into it, go dig into the archive there, and it's in there and talks more than I've seen in most places about it, unless you want to get into the CGC forum and get into that rabbit hole.
Yeah, that can be a huge rabbit hole at CGC.
But yeah, he had probably the most well-written article on the topic I've seen, and I've still referenced some of it.
I got it right here. I'm gonna post it in the actual chat.
It's a solid article. He had one on trimming. That whole series is good stuff, and it's
right there.
Reasonable read for those of us that are new to that topic.
2016, May 19, 2016.
Oh,
so there you guys go.
We're freaking old.
Yeah. Cool. McClay, anything?
Yeah, I do. I got a couple things.
Hit up.
Let me go ahead and I just got them in the mail today, so one I haven't even opened. But the first one is, and I've showed a couple of these on here before, but this is a really nice copy, and it's Warrior #1.
Oh, you sneaky! That would qualify as another copper character that has some.
Is that wrapped in like cellophane? I mean,
you got it for $1?
Yeah. It is wrapped in cellophane, and it is beaut. It is an absolute beaut. And let me.
There's no bag and board to fit those things, though, man.
No, that's the only problem, right?
Because they make top loaders that size, though, right?
They do, I think. That's a good. You know what? That's a good question.
Yeah, it's more for like an art print size.
Oh, I get so worried about when they put this cellophane shit on here. I don't like that. All right, here we go. You can just see how nice this copy is.
Oh, that is pretty. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's the best copy that I've bought. And, I mean, it's got a little bit of like you can feel it on the back. It's like a but I think a press. I'm hoping Sean might be able to press these magazines. I got a bunch of magazines that I'm going to send to him, but this is
Are you doing a magazine grade?
What's that?
You doing a magazine grade?
Yes, I am. If you want to get in on it,
I might. I got a handful. I don't have enough that I feel like it's worth the CGC screwing me on shipping.
Yeah. Well, this is a book that I buy every time I see it. I mean, Z knows I've showed probably 3 or 4 of them on here, and I think this is one of the books that once the larger market realizes how important it is to comics in general, like Alan Moore got to start here. First V for Vendetta, first appearance of Alan Moore's Warrior, Miracle Man. So, and Miracle Man is just such an amazing book. Like everybody talks about V for Vendetta and stuff, but what Miracle Man did for comics is
I think there's a third thing in there. I can't remember what it is that's fairly decent too. Somebody else could start in there.
Yeah, Joe, I've heard this rumor about CGC won't grade these, but I don't know why they wouldn't.
They won't on the old cases, but now that I've talked to you about how they've switched the magazine to the new size, that book falls the same as Deadline 1. Okay. It'll fit.
Okay.
It wouldn't fit in the old well.
That makes sense. Makes sense. So yeah, so I got I picked that up. That just came in the mail, and then this is another one. Let me. I just didn't have time to open it up. I just got home from work right before the show started. So
cellophane like that. I've never got one like that.
I don't understand why they do this. It's literally plastic wrap. Like,
did you buy it from the same person?
No.
Wow, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe once every 2 years I'll get a package like that.
Yeah, it makes it for a definite pain in the ass to take them out, get them out. I mean, it's protected, that's for sure.
While he's doing that, everybody make sure you like and subscribe, thumbs up or thumbs down if you really hate us. So thumbs up, like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell everybody. We're trying to get to 1,000 for the old super chat. So
this is a tough Witchblade cover to get. This is the Witchblade number 130 cover D, and it's a John Tyler Christopher variant, and it's one of my favorite Witchblade covers, and it's very tough to find. So I just picked up another one of these. I probably have 3 or 4 of these. I pick these up too whenever I see them, and we all know once somebody gets a hold of Witchblade, the show that they did on TNT years ago wasn't very good, and now with what they can do with, what we've seen with Umbrella Academy and everything, I think Witchblade is just ready. It's primed.
Yep.
That's not one on my hunt list, but that's a good cover. I like it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Witchblade at the time was not as bad as it could have been.
No, you're right.
I mean, everything at the time was not.
And then I bought I forget who we were talking. I think it was Paul that was talking on last week's episode, where we were talking about the contenders cards, the basketball cards for the Zion and the blaster boxes that you can get at Walmart. Joe's in the chat. Joe and I think Keith on the collectibles Joe's show had made a post about how he went and picked up a couple boxes and just left them unopened. Mm-hmm. And so I went and bought a couple. You're guaranteed on average 1 autograph per box. And for a $20 blaster box, that's pretty good.
That's good, man. Usually they're 40 or 50.
Yeah. And they're unfortunately the way they did it is I think they got a lot of the the lower draft picks, like the guys that aren't going to be very good to sign most of those cards that they put in those boxes. And so I bought 2 boxes. I got Shmee. This guy's name is crazy.
Shmee?
Yeah.
I was thinking Shmee from Captain Hook.
Shmee Shitu. Shmee Shitu. It's Shittu. First name is Simi. Simi Shitu. So that was my first autograph.
What team is he for?
The contenders, they don't say.
Is it the Bucks?
He's out of Vanderbilt. So And it doesn't say what draft he was.
I got you.
Yeah. So
Young Jamie out here. Let's see what he got.
Yeah.
He's Canadian basketball player. He plays for the Bulls, power forward.
There you go. So that, and then my second autograph was a guy out of Texas.
Okay. Kevin Durant, no big deal.
Yeah. Kerwin Roach. So, 2 autographs that weren't too good, but
he's playing in Europe. He's not even in the league.
There we go. So, but I did pretty decent when it comes to the base. I got the Zion,
who's out for 8 weeks now.
Yeah, who's out for 8 weeks. So that was pretty good. I got that. And then I got an RJ Barrett base.
Cool.
And then another Zion on the school colors. So
who's doing that? You said what card company?
This is a Panini Contenders.
So Panini had a big problem with their collection cards. I saw some guy get a redemption. It was a 1/1, and when the word collection was missing both L's and an I. Because it was like a gold, it was a thicker card and was like embossed in gold kind of, and it never took. Can you believe that? And they sent it to him like that.
Joe, I do put them in penny sleeves before I put them in these, and the reason why I don't do top loaders is because in my mind, if I'm gonna put them in a card saver, or if I'm gonna send them off to get graded, I might as well just put them in a card saver. And so I bought a bunch of the card saver 2s. Mm-hmm. So I just put everything in card saver 2s.
The bad thing about card savers compared to top loaders fit in 5,000 count boxes.
Yes.
Card savers do not.
I do. And you know what's funny? I'll show you boys. I picked up a 5,000 when I get to my hall. I picked up a 5,000 box because that's how crazy I am now about cards.
Yeah.
And it can hold all your supplies too, which is nice. I figured just throw it all in one box and I don't really have to worry about it.
See, back in the day, Dino, when we were buying, when Topps packs had 36 packs a box and 15 cards a pack, and they were $25 for a box. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could fill up a 5,000 count box.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really fast.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Z, anything? Nothing?
I'm pickup list this week.
Oh wow. Who is this guy?
I know.
Well, somebody has to replace Paul. I mean,
what this is here. Do you penny sleeve before one touch? No, I put them straight into the one touch.
What's that mean?
So one touch holders are the magnetic holders.
Yeah.
You're just hard plastic.
Oh yeah, and the poppers. Yeah. Do you Okay, so
yeah. See, back in the day, they used to be screw downs.
Yes.
And so you would actually have to get a little screwdriver, and what ended up happening is you could pinch the corners because you were screwing it and you didn't really know when to stop screwing it in. So you could actually, especially like the 4 screw downs where it had on all 4 corners.
Yep.
You could screw to, and you could actually kind of pinch, put too much pressure on that corner.
I saw a guy. He brought a bunch of cards to a card show to sell. And he was walking from table to table, and he came up to our table, and he's asking, and he had the 84 Fleer traded rookies, the Clemens, Puckett, Gooden, and what was the other one? There was 4 in that set. I can't remember the 4th one, but
those Fleer,
those 84 Fleer update. That update set was one of the holy grails of baseball card collectors at the time. It's still really tough to find.
I've got a Clemens counterfeit.
Really? Well,
that I didn't know was counterfeit.
It was Clemens, Puckett, Gooden, Pete Rose, and Brett Saberhagen.
Okay, the Saberhagen was the other rookie.
Yep.
And so he had them, but he had the Clemens in one of those 4 corner screw downs, and the guy who I was working the table for said, "Yeah, let me take a look at it." And the guy goes, "What do you mean take a look at it?" And he goes, "Well, you could have screwed that down, and you could have messed up the card." And the guy's like, "What?" And I had never heard that before. And luckily, he did open it up and take a look, and sure enough, he had smashed the card. You could see imperfections in the card where it had been smashed. So be careful if you're buying those. I mean, it happens very rarely. So.
Yep.
That's pretty amazing. David says he has a DiMaggio auto in a 4. That's another. Be careful about having autos in there, because if you remember, the ink is being pressed, and when you go to take that out, that ink could transfer to that upper plastic. So be careful putting autos in there.
I mean, I got my 52 manual on a 4-screw holder.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I guess that's not as bad as putting your $500,000 Brady in a four screw holder.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Okay, so I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible. I did do the box break for the 2019 update on Saturday afternoon, like noon. I only got 50 views, but that's okay. I'm not worried about this. So you can go see there. Hopefully I can start buying some more boxes here and there. It did cost me $145 to get in on that, but I think I did do pretty decently, I guess, for my first break. Just some highlights real quick. I got a lot of rookies. I did get I got Acuna's, so I love it because it's got the OxyClean on it.
Yeah,
because that's dope. I did pick up some gold cards. Actually, a Goldsmith. So
that's a great card, man.
It's a 13 out of 25 on the back. So that was kind of cool. Another gold Puig, Yasiel Puig card. Kind of dope. This is out of a 67, 32 out of 67 horizontal. Pittsburgh. It's they have Starling Marte on there, and they have Josh Bell and Francisco Cervelli. So, and then some Tiger cards because I being from Detroit, Miguel Cabrera inserts, and then they did have some Jackie Robinson, Willie Mays style greatest season cards, and then some platinum cards were pretty cool too, like refractors, I guess you would call them, rainbows.
Beautiful.
So
absolutely gorgeous.
And then family business card, another rare card, I guess, maybe a Machado. I don't know how rare it's going to be. I mean, it's not numbered, but yeah, I don't see too many of them, maybe. And then I got a lot of rookies and I got a lot of refractors, I guess. So this is a Biggio, Craig Biggio's son, obviously. Fun fact, MLB debut, he went 0 for 3. What a loser. So gold card, another gold card. These were out of 2019, like 2019. This was number low number on this one, boys. Number 37. So,
is that his jersey number?
That would be cool.
I gotta look that up. I actually don't know. Is that what people go for too?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh Jesus.
Yep. Usually go for number 1, 37, maybe the last one. I mean their jersey number.
69.
50,
or I mean
50. Fucker. Okay. A lot of Guerrero Juniors. I showed McClay about 50 of them. I don't know, ton of them.
You got a ton of Guerreros.
Hopefully he does something. I don't know. That guy maybe he'll do something. These are cool 84 throwbacks. This is a Chavez throwback. I might sell this one actually. I'm kind of on the fence about it, but it's only worth like $7 right now. Speaking of Guerrero, I got his dad on a
cool card.
on a perennial all-star card. The Cats are going crazy. Another Cabrera with the blue insert. This one. And then these were actually in the Target ones, the blaster boxes. This is the.
That's an error.
What do you mean that's an error?
The Otani's an error. I don't know if they're going to correct it, but that's not his rookie card. It's got that rookie card emblem.
Oh, up top.
Yeah, that's not his rookie card. So I don't know if they're going to correct it. If they do, then
what do you do with that? Do you turn it in or do you?
No. They'll just like the only products. So like when card companies do errors or have errors, the first run of stuff they send out will have the error, but then after that it'll be corrected, and all subsequent cases it'll not be the error.
Does that make it more valuable?
It can.
Okay.
Depends on how fast depends on how fast they catch it.
That's what happened with the Billy Ripken F-face F-face card. Yeah.
So I don't know if they're going to or not, but
okay. This is a cool one. I thought was just a cool card in general. I mean, it's just a base card. It's nothing too crazy, but this is actually a really cool one. Sandy Koufax. So perennial all-star Sandy Koufax. Another Guerrero. I showed this one to Ben. It's a Barry Larkin. So Barry Larkin card, and then this is one set of cards. So and then the old Johnny Bench.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm fucking pissed that I put it in and I dinged the corner on the fucker a little bit.
Throw it away.
I know, right?
Did you not use my
I
tip
did.
that I give you where you clip the corner?
No, I clipped the corner. I still fucked it up.
How do you do that?
No, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was hungry. I was tired. I shouldn't do it. I got a Cal Ripken Jr. Perennial All-Star card, so I thought that was cool. I like Cal. And just a bunch of, I'm just going through these real quickly. Rainbows, right? Mistakis. Nobody cares about Mistakis. And Acuna. I got a bunch of Senzels. So this is an insert. I'm a Senzel, which I think is cool.
That's cool. And it was a blue one as well.
Yeah, it's a blue one. I'm sorry. Is that make it more valuable? I don't know. I can pull $1 million. Right now I can pull $1 million card bin and not even know it.
That insert, like the Larkin, is all brown.
Yep.
So the blue is just a parallel.
Oh, look at that. And then I got a Whit Merrifield. This was on a 2019. So they actually put in 2019 of them. I got a Pete Alonso insert. So
that's good.
Yep. Acuna again. Senzel, Rainbow, Guerrero, Elroy Jimenez, or Eloy. I'm sorry, Eloy Jimenez.
Or
Rainbow.
Elroy. Or Elmo.
Or Elmo. This is cool. Willie Mays.
Yeah, that's good.
So, yeah, Willie Mays iconic card. Cooler one with the old hairy caterpillar on his face. Catfish Hunter. So that's kind of cool. And then a lot of Tatis. I got a lot of Tatises. So, and then I picked up this one too. It's not I just started putting them in because it actually has Guerrero in the actual cover, or actually on the top, I guess. So him and Brandon Drury. And then these are the cooler cards, kind of. So this is actually a Tatis that you got in the actual black packet. Are you gonna get?
Oh, that's cool.
They're all like this, kind of. I didn't see any autos. I didn't get any autos in mine.
I think you can get autos.
You can. I've seen them. I'm trying to bid on one right now. The guy got one like this for $10. So, and then Jake Bowers. This is my auto I did get. So I got a base card auto, which is, I was kind of not happy, but I'll take it, I guess. I mean, it is a rookie card, so.
Hey, it's better than getting one of the relics that, that maybe nobody wants.
And then just Guerrero's, Vladimir Guerrero Senior card, Tatis. I'm just kind of going through these real quick. I guess this guy's supposed to be a big deal too. Casenhuria, I guess is anything. A lot of people are trying to get cards of him too. So, and then I got a Roy Halladay and a Senzel update. So that's kind of cool. Like insert, and then one of the cooler cards is this New York Willie Mays New York Giants card. So, and then the greatest pickup, probably all of them, is this. This is my relic card that I got. It is a Pete Alonso and Jacob deGrom double stitch, 6 out of 25. So that's the dual relic card that I got. Put it up for $1.25 on eBay. No hits yet. Some guy at work wants. Okay, so you guys are the card guys. I'm not the card guy. Some guy at work told me he'd give me $60 for the card. Do you take it?
For that?
Yeah. I haven't seen one on eBay yet.
Well, you can kind of compare, but not necessarily out of update, but just find another Pete Alonso jersey from this year. It
was like 100. I saw one. My cousin linked me on one. It was like, it said 100, or it went for $199.99, but it didn't sell for that because eBay's being real weird. I think it went for like $100 or something.
So I mean, you probably counter with 70 if he do it for 75 or something like that.
I told him 75. He's had a hard 60 right now.
Hard 60.
Hard 60.
Yeah, I mean, see if you get any offers. If you don't, then
60 cash though.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, if you're on eBay and even if somebody sells it to you for 100, I mean, with fees and shipping and all that shit, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know what this means. Maybe you guys can talk to me about this. It came in my black pack. I mean, it's basically here, let me actually blow myself up so I actually can see what the hell everything is. So I mean, so it just says so it tells you when the new update is. I wish I would actually zoom in. Okay. So February 5th, 2020 is when the new, it says receive free Chrome card with a purchase of 2020 Top Series 1 at your local hobby store. So that just means that's just a promotion, I guess, right?
Probably.
Silver pack promotion. And then
I I haven't opened any of those, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's just a promotion.
And then it says on November 15th, boys, we are getting holiday boxes, boys.
There you go.
So, with your tops purchase of $20 or more, I don't know. And that's my foray into cards.
David made a comment. He said, this group really got into cards, and it's kind of funny because I think that a lot of people are kind of getting into cards right now that might not have in the past because of what they're seeing on YouTube. And I think a lot of it has to do with that Gary Vaynerchuk guy. What's his name?
Yeah, Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yeah. I mean, that guy has breathed a little bit of life into...
He's got his own card, actually, on top. Yeah, I don't know. My cousin was talking to me. He's actually getting into... He doesn't collect any of the new modern stuff. He's a 90s kid. And, well, we're all... I mean, I'm theoretically a 90s kid, too. But he collects all the old 90s stuff, Ben, and he was telling me, too, and McClay might talk about this, is that he's saying that stuff's getting more expensive, technically. Like, he's got the... he picked up a Kuna, but he was... Let me see if I can show this on my actual screen. I don't know how it's going to look on the actual... on my phone.
That stuff is getting... Just like we're seeing in comics, where some of those 90s comics are...
So...
One is not rare, but people pay for it.
Yep, that's the finest, yeah.
Yeah, he's got the finest Bo Jackson, or Frank Thomas, I'm sorry. He's got like big hurt cards. He's a big Frank Thomas fan. He's picked up just crazy stuff, This is a Kuna, but I won't go there. It's a refractor. Nothing too
just depends on what it is. I mean,
hold on one second.
I mean, there was a ton of sets in the 90s.
This is a Griffey Jr.
Yeah, those finest refractors, especially in that 97 set, are super hard to get. They're one per box, I think.
This is another this is a Barry Sanders card, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there's some of those insert sets that are just not easy to come by.
He had a dope Jordan. I wish I would have saw it. Do I have it still? I'm trying to look real quick. Oh, right here, I think. Is it right here? Oh, right here. This Jambalaya Jordan.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's super tough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that a 10?
Yeah, that's a 10. I'm sorry. That's a 10.
Those jambalayas are tough.
And this is a Nomar card.
I remember those. Those were out of was it Crown Royal or Prism?
This is
Crown Royal.
Well, yeah, it's Crown Royal card.
And they made box toppers of those too that were jumbo size.
And then
I don't know how in the world you're supposed to store those though. I mean, because they're like the size of the box.
Oh. And then a Flair Mystique, Frank Thomas.
Yeah, so, those inserts are tough, man.
He's into that, so that's dope. I mean, we talk about cards all the time. So
there's a lot of collectors who are into just those 90 inserts because they are so rare and they look cool. They look really cool.
Yeah.
Back then, people didn't think they were that cool. Now
it's nostalgia, man. Really cool. I think. Well, and my thing too is like I spent $145 on a box, right? I mean, I think I did pretty decently, right? I mean, it is a gamble. It's like you're taking. It's like I think it is. You're a GM of your card game, and you got a bunch of rookies, and you don't know what's going to happen, right? You're drafting all these guys, and you don't know what's going to happen, right? I mean, it's no different than if the Lions or the Bengals or Arizona or whoever picks up a quarterback. And he's the number one touted guy in college, he could be a bust.
Baseball, if you buy him the year of,
and it's worse.
You basically just have to just sit on them and just throw them in a box. And 2 years from now, there might be some of the I've got some of those, I think, and then go back
like Mike Trout. Nobody in the beginning, nobody was Mike Trout. I mean,
no, everybody was wanting Mike Trout in the beginning.
He was I don't know.
Yeah, he
not
was
when
like,
he got drafted.
No, not when he got drafted.
Yeah, his first year. Yeah.
I mean, he was instantaneous.
Yeah,
like,
that was
I guess Aaron
Harper's
Judge.
first year too. So everybody was going crazy about Harper, and Trout comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, and you can see I didn't go through the rest of these, but I mean, I got a stack of cards that are. I mean, I tagged all the rookies pretty much, and all the sets of like all the. I think I got like 6 cards in each or whatever, So. And then the Target ones had the all the other cards. I mean, I don't know, boys. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I'm not going out every week or every day dropping 140 on a hobby box, but
David,
I didn't even get to pick my hobby box. Let's talk about that too. Before, sorry, we're going on a card thing.
I want to ask real quick, David, did you say that you got a Topps Chrome basketball box and kept it unopened from back in the day, or is it new? Because if he got a 96 or 97 Topps Chrome basketball box and left it unopened, that thing's worth a lot of money, man.
Big money.
Yep.
And then, so when you buy your hobby box, do you let the guy pick it or do you pick it?
I don't think it matters.
Okay, because he just grabbed the first box and was like, here you go. He goes, and he was cool about it. He's like, hey, let me know what you get, So.
Yeah. No, I don't think it matters.
Oh, he said he's getting a 2019.
Yeah. Oh, okay, 2019. That's interesting. I don't think is Topps doing basketball?
He's not talking basketball though, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
He's talking baseball. See where the rookies are. Just because you're gambling, some rookie will be good.
Yes.
And this is a decent class.
Oh yeah, it's very good.
There's some good there's some good ones in this.
I picked my box. Yeah, I was gonna pick my box, but if I, who knows if I picked the other box. I mean, he had like 4 boxes up there, or 3 boxes. So he was funny. He's like, I don't know why everybody's going crazy over these 2019 update boxes. I mean, I'm not worried. I mean, and like if this doesn't sell, if this doesn't sell, I'll keep it. I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's a Lonzo card. I mean, my cousin told me I should sell it now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, probably because
if Alonzo next year hits 28 home runs, then yeah, you probably should have sold it now. But if he hits 50 again next year, then it's all of a sudden all the Alonzo stuff is going to be a lot more than it is now because he'll have multiple years of that. So
I'm going to try to, I guess my thing is I'm going to try to collect as many cards as I can from now until when's the national? Where's the national at next year? Anybody know?
I think it's Atlantic City.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Maybe, I don't know. Are you going to go, Benny?
If it's in Atlantic City, I don't know. Maybe.
Because
I hate more fun than Chicago, honestly.
I mean, I hate Atlantic City, but
if you go, I'd go. I just want to submit cards. I just want to submit cards.
But it's a long drive for me to get to Jersey. So
yeah, it's Atlantic City.
I'd fly.
You got to talk Scotty into going if he ever shows up in life.
I could do that, bro.
This is kind of interesting because
he lives in Baltimore.
This is the first year where I don't think anybody from Flipside was in Baltimore, right?
Scotty was.
Okay, yeah, Scotty was. Yeah, but Emiliano, Scotty, a bunch of guys were in Baltimore. Not as much as it was.
Well, I got to go back to Ford Mass on Bloodshot. That's on our list. I got to go back to Baltimore. Just seeing the pics this year from IG and everything, and hearing about it. That's the show I want to be at. It is. Yeah. It is the East Coast Golden Age show.
It is. I saw a lot of guys hit a lot of big books. We were mystery 5s. I was looking at IG. So
our buddy DS from the Golden guys did some pretty nice pickups. Had some nice grading. I saw lots of other guys showing some great books.
I do. I guess I do want to kind of reiterate. I know we're talking about the cards a lot, and a lot of people are trying to give me comics. The Bloodshot trailer. We're gonna get all of that, but we're trying, boys. Like and subscribe. Tell all your friends. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're trying to do what case breaks, right? I guess we can unveil it, kind of.
Yep.
Trying to do case breaks, have people buy in, kind of, generate. I'm not saying we're gonna try to make millions of dollars on this channel. I mean, we're not gonna make any money really, but it's just trying to
have fun.
Have the community involved, try to do some things, give back. We give back with, on every Friday we give back with comics. We're trying to we talk about a lot of cards. We're trying to, give back to the community. Hopefully somebody hits a banger, nice hitter on a card pack and turns nothings into something. So I kind of look at it.
Yep. For sure.
But
before we move off of the card stuff, Ben, what do you want? And when do you want to take your chance in that box?
Yeah, it's only one pack, and there's only one card in that box. So
it's not a shit show like mine was.
It might be. You can get some cards that are only worth like $2.
Let me call right now. You haven't opened it up.
No, I'll hold on the Topps card. I'll open it.
No, I know. I'm gonna say Vlad Guerrero Jr. I'm gonna go saucy and say Vlad Guerrero Jr. I'm gonna call it.
In here?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see what we got.
Okay.
All right, we'll see what we got. We got a Will Smith.
Oh, that's nice. Like guys,
Fresh
leave for Will
Prince.
Smith. Yep.
Yep.
I got one of those.
A Jose Canseco.
Ooh.
A Clint Frazier, Yankee.
That's a nice one.
And a, which I'm happy with, a Nick Senzel.
Nice. There you go.
I'm happy with that one because I like the Reds. So good for me. Yay. All right. And on this authentic box,
Oh God.
it could be, who knows what it could be, but
Now is it basketball? What's all that? It's baseball, right?
Yeah, it's
Clearly
baseball.
authentic.
I bought one of these a few weeks ago, not knowing it was one card in it. So I opened the box. I'm like, oh
Where'd you get it at? Where'd you get it? Was that a Target box or?
no, I got that at the shop, the real
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
I mean, it could be terrible. It probably will be.
I don't know.
Alright,
He's got good luck, man.
All right, let's see here. What we got? And it is, I can't see it. It looks terrible. I have no idea who that is.
Kyle, somebody.
Kyle Wright. Awesome.
He did about like I did. Mine was at least a black refractor.
Yeah, there we go. Kyle Wright. Uh-huh.
What do you think? It's worth $50?
No, that's probably $2.
Oh,
Is that a
God.
base?
No
card
way.
Is that a-
No.
is
What
that
a
a plate on
beautiful
the back?
card.
Is that a plate on the back?
No, they're clear.
Oh,
can
they're
see,
clear. Oh,
you can see right through them.
That's
So is that a
freaking
one-up
awesome.
or anything, or is that just a base?
It's a rookie. That's
It is a
cool.
rookie, but I'm sure Kyle Wright is not any good.
Let's pull
Put
the
it in a
stats.
box for 15 years and hope for the best.
I'm saying it's a $3 card.
Okay, let's look. This ought to be fun. Let's see his stats. Ugh. He's a pitcher, right?
Yep.
1.71 ERA on his career.
He's a rookie.
Yeah, I mean, so his regular season when he had 8.69 ERA. Ugh.
Awesome.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, those boxes hurt, my friend. They're tough. Of course, I'm tempted to go buy 12 of them.
I was about to say, wait.
Kyle Wright.
They're pretty slabbed, though. That's nice.
Yes.
So right now, a clearly authentic right now is bidding at $425 with 20 hours left. Let's look at
$4.
$4.25. That's like
$4.
I said it was a $5 card.
more than you thought.
Let me see what it actually sold for because that's still in motion. I love doing this. This is awesome. I like rating on people's parades. Now, hold on 1 second.
Hey, I'm okay with it.
Oh yeah, right.
You gamble, right?
Oh
Best
God!
job
So
ever.
a black encased auto rookie clear 34 out of 75 sold for a whopping $10.50.
Yes.
Yes.
That's basically the card I got, but it wasn't even a rookie. So
A green rookie 88 out of 99 went for 36. Yeah, it's. Ugh.
Hey, I'm happy I got the Senzel. So how about that?
Hell, look at this. A Kyle Schwarber. Remember Kyle Schwarber was the man?
He still is, man.
I
10
can't do any
bucks.
more cards, guys.
look at Z.
Hold on, look. Kyle Schwarber is
Yeah.
is from here.
Oh, Middletown?
Is he really?
He went to my high school. Yes.
Did you go to high school with him? No, I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking.
Dude.
I'm joking. Come
Dude,
on.
I graduated but probably before he was born.
No. Okay. Enough cards because we're not the card show anymore. Boo.
So, what did you guys think about Baltimore?
We have to do
Guys,
two shows, one for you bastards and cards, and one for comics.
Yeah, we can do. You want to do split shows?
Maybe.
I love cards now. I'm in cards all day.
I'm
Let's
not
go.
sure I can sit through cards every week.
Come on, baby. I'll pull these every night. I don't care. Don't matter to me. You know what's funny? I like cracking packs. It's not even the dollar value anymore. It's just cracking packs makes me
I'm
happy.
not saying I don't enjoy it, but I just keep getting beat, and it's maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
You want me to help you out? You really want me to help you out? What I'll do is the next box you get, just send it to me and I'll crack it for you. The magic hands, baby. Magic hands.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Have Ozzy crack it for you.
yeah.
Ozzy has shittier luck than I do.
Well, yeah, well, I can't. I don't know what to do there.
What did you guys think about what? Did you guys watch any of the stuff that happened in Baltimore?
No.
I saw via secondhand and heard some stuff. I did hear On Site was again hard on the moderns, but pretty solid on the older stuff. They were decent. So If you brought in old books, you probably did okay. If you brought in moderns, sorry, my friend, they
got you.
harsh again.
Well, I mean that's a common. I mean that's a common theme. Ozzy says false. That's a common theme of CGC lately. I mean, right? We always talked about this, right? I mean, maybe it was the reverse, right? Moderns were going kind of layup-y. It's weird. That's weird.
I don't think you can count on anything. I think you just take your stuff and hope for the best. I don't love taking moderns to Baltimore because then I got to haul them home.
Yeah.
I'm happy taking some big books that I don't want to send in the mail and pay insurance and all that bullshit on.
Shipping, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I got some old books that I know I'm going to have to pay insurance and extra shipping and just stress about, I'd rather do it on site.
Yeah,
to me,
I agree.
take a bunch of moderns, unless like you bought them there, feels like a lot of work. You know, unless you're looking for a quick turn. They came out last week. Don't take your stack of 30 books there that you've been saving just to turn them there. It's not worth it. The carrying half a long box out like Leggett did a few years ago. It's not worth the effort.
Nice. Look at Rag's got a 9.8 Sandman Warner and DC Comics present on site 26. Nice.
Wow.
Big boy books. Let's go. What's around?
Are they going?
Are they might be buying?
Are they real? Are they really going to have Sandman series?
I hope so.
Hey, no one cares, man. You know what? Okay, we're flipping into comics. Let's go. So I don't think anybody cares anymore about speculation. I hate to say it. We're too quick to speculate out of the monstrous debacle last week. But I think no one really cares. I think people just want to say they got the coolest, newest thing that comes out. And look at Umbrella Academy, right? 9.8s are still they crashed down, right? After the series. I mean, it's not like there's nothing that's holding value when it comes to these Netflix TV series, whatever you want to call them, options, whatever. I mean, even
the Marvel stuff holds most time now.
Yeah, but I mean,
the big boys.
Well, big boy. I mean, blue chips. I don't care about. I mean, like NYX3, right? It's come down, right? I mean,
no, it's still not. It's a $900 book still.
Is it? Okay,
I check it all the time because honestly, I still think that one could. I still think that book can equal Batman Adventures 12. I think it could be. I think it could be a $2,000 book.
Harley stayed pretty good. I mean, she went down a bit, but she stayed within 80%.
Yeah.
Deadpool is down, but that one had such numbers, it's tough to say it would hold.
Well, so did Batman Adventures 12, though, didn't it?
It's still there, though.
Not like
it's still like it topped out at 2K-ish, and it's still at 16, 17. That one held pretty good. What's he saying? Iron Man
219.
What is Iron Man 219?
You don't know?
No, I don't. That must not be good.
Yeah.
That is 219. I'm sorry. I don't even know either. Hold on 1 second. It is first.
Yeah, Fordham says something about the facsimile New Mutants 98.
Well, that's just people selling to noobs not knowing. That's
first appearance of Ghost.
Oh, the Ghost. Yeah. I mean,
it's $235. It's $235 for a 9.8.
How many have sold though?
Who knows? How many's even? And hey, just so everybody knows, I want to throw this out there. There's a Mark Jeweler of that too.
So let's parlay this into the trailer of the day. Well,
okay.
No, trailer of the day already dropped while we're here, so we haven't watched that one. But the trailer of the morning.
Yes, I watched it.
Star Wars has happened, and I apologize, guys. We've been on here and we screwed up. But Bloodshot hit this morning.
Yep.
I actually have a child who, for some reason, of all the books I've given him, Bloodshot's the one he likes.
Nice.
I can't say much for taste. I don't know.
Him and Ozzy must be hanging out.
He does know. I mean, his favorite actor is The Rock, so I guess Vin Diesel's probably a close cousin. Something.
Yeah.
But, he was excited. But my thought is on this. There is no way the Valiant universe goes crazy.
I'm in the minority on this one. I'm in the minority. I think I watched the trailer and I thought this is gonna be shit. And I'll be honest, and sorry for the cursing. I was pleasantly surprised and I thought it was pretty decent.
I don't think it's gonna be a bad movie. I really think it's gonna be a okay movie.
I never read a Bloodshot comics.
Is it going to generate interest in the comics?
No.
Not a ton. I mean, a blip. It's going to blip. And again, it's going to be an action franchise. It's going to be thought of as a movie, not a character. And especially because the rights to all the other movies moved studios, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah, so they can't do a combined universe. This is going to be a standalone. Maybe there's some sequels in the film franchise. But I mean,
it's going to be, when it comes out, it's going to make $40 million the first week, 18 the second week. It might be $100 million movie.
But is that
I don't think that's bad for its budget, but I'm going to.
That's US only, though.
Trey, its best case scenario is a John Wick, which would be a great action franchise.
But what do you think? What do you think about? I mean, what do we think internationally? I don't know how many Valiant fans are in Asia. You know,
I just don't know. There's so many copies of that book. I mean, that book is Spawn 1 numbers ish.
Yeah, I mean,
quite as many raw, but graded wise, that book
nobody.
Is collected.
Who went out today and who went? Anybody go to LCS today? Anybody, it's like who went out? Who's stacking Bloodshot ones? Who's going to go after this trailer and go buy a stack of Bloodshot ones and try to grade 9/8 out of them?
Well, it's Rise Zeros and Eternal Warrior 4.
Well, whatever, same difference. Whatever.
I personally want a Rise Zero just because that cover epitomized the 90s for me, and I kicked myself because I never bought a 9/8.
Okay,
but at this point, I'm going to wait because it's coming back down.
Well, I mean. Yeah, that's nostalgia purposes for you. You're not out intentionally saying I'm going to go flip this Rise Zero because
I just don't think there's enough. And between that and the fact that it's got the Rise Zero, the Eternal Warrior 4, you've split the interest. Then there's the matte and the glossy.
It's funny. Fordham makes a good point. He goes, I was thinking it's a Chronicles of Riddick's numbers, and it might be a cult classic like Chronicles of Riddick too. Kind of, it might go away, and then in 4 years might pick up some. It depends with if Vin Diesel, how into it Vin Diesel is, how attached to the projects he is, how
many guys do you think have 10 9/8s or more? A lot.
Dinesh.
How many guys have? I've seen tons of 100 lot raw copies sell in the last several years. There's a lot of people hoarding this book. Like this makes freaking Deadpool look like peanuts because Deadpool felt a little more evenly dispersed. This book is people have just boxes of it.
Well, I can say one thing. When I first got back into comics, I remember going into my local comic shop and he had these special made cabinets, and he had these bins on the bottom where they were like old long boxes. And I would be like, hey, can I go through those? He goes, you don't want to go through them. They're just a bunch of old Valiant books, right? And he's like, I just haven't thrown them away. I mean, they're just pointless. And I remember looking through them, and there was long boxes of Ninjak 7 or whatever it was, and Eternal Warrior 4, and so you're right, John. But I don't think it was because people were hoarding them. I just think it was because they couldn't sell them.
But then when the spec market started, that was one of the early books. Valiant has been a spec book a long time. Bloodshot has been in production a long time. I'm not even bad mouthing the movie because it exceeded expectations on that trailer. It looks like it could be a fun movie. I am just saying the amount of copies in circulation is nuts.
Yeah.
And the amount of people looking to flip that book for money is nuts. I think we can compare it to.
I think that's the thing is so many people have had that book for so many years just waiting to make money off of it that there are going to be, I mean, you can probably look right now. I mean, there are probably going to be so many copies available for sale.
I looked this morning, a lot of 9/8 Rise Zero sold, but it was not a significant price up from before. There was a lot more volume moving. But it wasn't like it jumped. It's been floating between. You get a good auction, you could catch it around 100, but like Buy It Nows are floating at 150, and that's Buy It Nows have been flying at 150, but it's not like it jumped to 250.
I mean, you just type in Rise Zero, and there are 400 listings right now for Rise Zero. 400, and that's with all the ones that have probably already just sold. Yeah, so then you go for the past 90 days, 434 copies have sold, but probably the overwhelming majority has been within the past week.
Yeah, I mean, 440 sales on a book with, it's got to be I don't think it's a million print run, but it's a several 100,000.
Oh, look.
It's a big boy print run book. Like that was, Rise Zero was like the high point of value. I mean, that was the watershed moment, right?
Yeah.
Like if this were Harbinger, we could argue this point because that print run was
there is a
small, but not giant.
Well, there is an error, right? There's an error variant, which is super rare in a prototype pink and gold, right?
What are you talking about?
For
Pink
Bloodshot,
and gold.
Yeah, for Bloodshot Zero.
Oh, there's a Bloodshot 1, yes. We're talking Rise Zero. Bloodshot 1.
Oh, sorry.
Bloodshot 1 has a rare platinum edition.
Yeah.
And that's a mofo. There's a handful of those, but let's talk the real books. Rise Zero to me is the one that probably sells. Maybe you can argue Eternal Warrior 4, but either of those, I bet the volume is moving. But to move the needle at that volume, we have to be selling 4,000 of them this week, right?
Don't remember. I don't know. I mean,
hey, real quick, guys, I just want to let the Facebook users out there know if you see that whenever you post a comment and we click on you and it doesn't show your name, one of the things that is going on with StreamYard is if you guys are on Facebook and watching, you can go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and StreamYard will ask to access your Facebook name and picture. And if you accept, then all future comments on any StreamYard platform or show, your name and picture will show up under the comments like it does for that. So I just wanted to jump in there and say that real quick.
So Comic-Con didn't have that month yet, and that.
No, there's a big number though. It's several 100,000.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hey, I think somebody needs to go and buy that Rise Zero glossy 4.5 that's on there.
How
you know
much?
what's funny though? When I got back into comics, I don't know. I lose track. Sometime between 7 and 10 years ago, Rise Zero was the first book I thought I'm gonna buy 9.8, and then I talked myself out of it. It was like $48 shipped. And I'm like, why would I buy a book?
Why are you being so
that
cheap?
many copies, even if it's a 9.8? Because I understood the census then, and it was huge. And I'm like, you're just buying this because you want it. You're not buying it as an investment. And yeah, would I have made triple my money? Sure. But if I haven't tripled my money in 10 years, I didn't do a good job.
I don't know.
So you guys are all in. You guys are all in that it's going to be. It looks decent from the trailer.
I think it'll be a fun movie. I just think if you're invested heavy on it, you're not killing it.
1,775 9.8s.
How many ASMs are there? 2,000, 3,000?
There's 900 9.6s. So you're talking 2,600.
Okay,
9.6 or 9.8.
but that's not the most important stat. The most important stat is there's 6 9.9s and a 110.0.
Well, one of those you would have. I think at one point I saw a 9.9 and wished I would have bought that puppy, but that's beside the point.
What is the deal with? I mean, is there really a market for getting at 9.9 or 10.0?
There's a market,
A huge market.
But I mean,
than us.
who would be willing? Because I mean, those that have seen a 9.9 or a 10. Is there really anything that you would spend an extra? Would you quadruple a 9.8 price just to get one of those? I don't
know. At that point, I'm looking at the original art, but
right, yeah, exactly.
Maybe
you have money to waste.
Me?
I think it's a subset of collectors, man. It's a whole different monetary group than we are.
You ready? 2 books. Hughes Supergirl 9.9 10.0.
Wait, there's a 10?
No, I'm just saying. Okay, if there was a 10, I'd be on, right? That's the one book. Second book was God, I just messed it up. Oh, Hughes. Oh, Edge of Spider-Verse 2 land variant 99 and 10 O's. If you had those two books and 10 O's, there'd be a huge market, right?
I think what I hate about them more than anything is the label. Why do they make the number dim compared? It looks terrible compared to the 9.8 and everything else, where it's dark black and it shows up. The 9, 9, and 10 look like they're faded. Why would they do that?
Silver almost, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're gonna do anything, make them gold or something. But I mean, why would you make them just like
they should do
gray?
Something special? Yeah,
I don't understand. It makes no sense to me.
Holder.
No, they should make a gold label holder at 10s and a silver at 9.9. That'd be dope.
I don't understand why you would make the 9.9s and 10s. The label look worse.
Side topic: I'd like to talk about the pedigree black label. Another show.
Those are sweet.
Well, hold on. Explain that to me. I don't know what that is.
CGC just turned the pedigree, which used to be a sticker, to a black label about a month ago.
Yeah, so I don't know if you saw, Brian, but I posted a Mad 1 pedigree 9.8. So, yeah, it was a Gaines copy, but it was from his wife's collection, so it was a pedigree for Gaines. It sold for $96,000. Which the last 9.8 sold for $19,000. Yeah. So, but it did have the new black label. There were actually several. I think that was an Archie specific, but no, it was on Heritage this last week. $96,000 for a Mad 198.
I mean, the black label's very, very new. Less than 3 months, probably less than 2.
I think that's pretty interesting right there.
It was a brilliant idea. That's a marketing freaking windfall because everybody with pedigrees is going to regrade.
Yep.
Or resubmit for the new label.
Can anybody get a pedigree?
What?
Can you say a pedigree is from like Ben's collection? I want to book the Ben S collection.
They're only recognized. CGC says they've stopped recognizing them. I'm sure if the right collection comes out, they will. CBCS has some questionable newer pedigrees, like the was it Nickel City or Buffalo pedigree, which is all copper age.
Yeah,
I think like the universal ones. There's about 20 of them. There's a few that Comic Link does. I bought one. I think. I gotta think what it was. Was it Rocky Mountain? I don't know. One of them I have is not an official one, but like some of the stores will have ones they deem it, and they'll put some markings on it. But CGC has like 25 or 30 official pedigrees. The Church / Mile High, the Mile High 2. The Pennsylvania, some of those,
and I tell you the black label, and if they had golds and silvers and 9.9s and 10s, how many people would resub for gold labels and stuff? Oh, it'd be dope. I'd resub if I had a 10.0. I might even buy a 10.0 just for a resub, even if it was a stupid hologram cover. Everybody's laughing. Okay, everybody's just laughing over here.
Better
losing shit over hologram covers because
PGX has already changed their fucking printer, my friend.
He's too cool enough to not get a hologram cover.
PGX just said change that number to gold.
Let's go. What Dino's grading service needs to get cranking. Let's go. So.
All right. The other thing, I kind of wanted to touch a bit on Bone because our boy Topher put a great article on the site, comicbookinvest.com. He had a great article, I think it was today, if not yesterday, that he just kind of talked about some undervalued Bone books or some other books. He talked about some of the collected editions, some of the appearances outside of the number one. We all know the number one's a beast. Number 3 is a beast. Any of the first prints of the early books are going to be great. He talked about the first Scholastic print, a couple of rare Scholastic prints. And that is a valid point. It's because most kids are going to know it from the Scholastic prints. At this point, it's becoming nostalgia through that. the book sales. If any of you are parents, it's
and I threw the link up
your book fair catalog has Bone in it somewhere.
So, and I threw a link up. It's called Special Features on the website. That's the article name, Special Features by Topher, and it's on the YouTube chat right now.
He got called out for missing one book that I actually had bought. So I'm going to show it because it's not on there, but in the comments it's talked about of all the kind of collected editions and stuff.
Yep.
This one, which was the first hardcover edition, Bone by Jeff Smith.
That's beautiful.
Leather bound. It is.
Holy crap! Is that like 6,000 pages?
That's 1,300 and some odd pages. Each one's autographed, limited to 2,000.
So what do those run?
So the commenter actually did a little research on it. They're sealed and non-sealed. Right now, the buy it nows are over 1,000 on the sealed, and the non-sealed are at like 6. There've been a couple sales in 90 days. One was like 3 and one was like 4. I bought this one a year ago, a little under 3. I think the issue is not everybody knows what it is or what it's for. But I think that's a solid. If I saw one at 300, I'd buy it right now.
I got to bring this up. Of course, we all know about the Tales from the Lantern. Tim Walker. I still got to say that's probably out of all the things that I've ever seen anybody get on the old school G+ forums for CBSI. Walker finding the Tales from the Lantern to me is the biggest pull out of all that stuff.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, and the other cool thing is that Topher did is he put this the Ohio State Lantern newspaper from October 25th, 1982, which actually has the true first appearance of Bone, and you can't see it very well because it's kind of pixelated, but this is
probably like the NECC newsletter type thing, huh?
Exactly, the first tip. Yeah. So I mean, this is the type of stuff that really just gets me excited. Is stuff like this. And I would love to hear anybody out there, if anybody knows about anybody that's ever found one of these and how rare these are compared to the Tales from the Lantern book.
Somebody found a Thorn. One of Dollar or
Half Price Crook.
Half Price Crook has a buddy who found one pretty recently.
Wow.
So Ben, I'm disappointed. You live in the land and you haven't found one. So
okay, well, Columbus is like 2 hours from me, but
you're close enough.
You would think that some of them would have trickled down here somehow, but I've to be honest. I mean, you found that Bone one when I did not. You found that at a shop that I did not pick up, but. I always look. I found a second. I've got a second print. That's the best. That's the best I've ever. That's the best I've ever done. Is a second print.
Can I steal your thunder on this Bone thing?
Yeah.
So, did you guys see my link I put? I kind of want to, because I don't know shit about this. So, this is this Hellboy. It's a Japanese. Let me actually get this.
I did see this, Dino. This is pretty crazy.
I don't even know if this is a good deal or not. Hold on, let me move some shit around. Okay, so this guy says this is promotional material, so it's a library edition hardcover promotional material for Del Toro's original movie. So it's got this, obviously, this. It's got the Art of Hellboy and this, and it's a press kit. Apparently, it's a press kit for the movie. I guess. Guy wants $275 shipped. A lot of this is a shipping price. It's heavy. What do you guys think? Good investment? Bad investment? I don't know.
I have no idea, but I think it's cool.
I think if you're a Hellboy fan or you know one. I actually was looking at some of the Hellboy stuff the other day, just thinking about it's a little down because the movie just didn't hit.
In this case, is metal.
SDCC 2, which is the U.S. first appearance. There's Dime Press before that, and Hellboy's a messy first appearance. the SDCC 9.8s hit a high of about 750. They're now trending right around 400, which was pre-movie price. It's not a terrible time to buy Hellboy stuff.
Look at these savages out here. Offer them $50. Offer them $150. Savages, bro.
Here's my opinion. You got to find the right Hellboy fan to sell that to.
Yeah, I mean,
And you'd have to be willing to just let it sit for a while.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad buy.
I mean, I don't have T75 laying around right now. I got some, some things coming up, but I just thought it was cool.
That.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to give a shout out again one more time to Topher for putting that Bone article together.
Yeah, it was dope.
And I get a feeling he's going to drop another a cool thing on us pretty soon. He's sharing that he found some other interesting early appearance stuff. So keep on going, my friend Topher. Keep on going.
The pick is the pick is Ron Perlman on the inside. Yes.
I mean, I don't honestly think that they just let even Ron old doing a Hellboy 3 would probably be a bigger hit than it was. I think everybody was so used to that Hellboy that the new Hellboy just didn't sit. It's a character that was not prepared to be rebooted.
Yeah. Yeah. Next week.
Next week what?
Next week is congratulations on your wedding and a no-go in the YouTube comments. Next week. So. But
I had one more thing I wanted to talk about.
Bloodshot, you talked about that. We talked about Bones.
You said Liefeld.
Oh,
yeah. Our friend Rob Liefeld left Marvel, he says.
I mean, where's he going to go?
Being a pussy?
Where's he going? Anybody know?
He's doing G.I. Joe.
Oh.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh God!
I mean,
really?
I like those characters with feet.
Can he go ruin something else?
Okay, he's got a G.I. Joe series. I don't know if I don't think it's straight G.I. Joe. I think it's like an off title or something.
So it's going to be Deadpool but Snake Eyes.
Right. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I mean,
they gave him snowsuit G.I. Joe.
I did not like Liefeld back in the 90s.
No, he's a prick.
Let's talk about this, boys. I mean, he's burned a lot of bridges. I mean, I can see him going to the route of just Venmoing, getting money Venmoing people because it's like, with like cool like commercial ups they used to do all the time. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's fallen up out of obscurity. I think honestly, I think the worst thing that ever happened to him is that New Mutants 98 because it's like you're on top of the world and it's like one of those old ball players from back in the day and doesn't know when to give it up or thinks his ego's way too out there. It's like, dude, like you don't see Steranko out there just thinking he's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Well, that's Neil's job.
Well,
here I just posted a comment.
But Neil earned it. I don't know. Rob is he's so whiny. Like, I don't know. Like, of all those guys, he just went prickish. We all think Todd Father held it the best, and has just been pretty good about it all, not burning bridges.
Well, I think he's gotten into other things too. Like he
doesn't love Marvel, but he just kind of avoids it. Other than he got a little pissed about that Venom 1 in 1,000 retailer not using shitty art that he was pissed off that they used.
Well, the thank you variant too, he got pissed off about too.
But I mean, it's been little stuff.
Well, I don't think his main focus is in the comics really. Anyway, I hate to say it. Like, yeah, he's used. I mean, you could say what you want about Spawn, but I mean, he did McFarlane, right, McClay did McFarlane action figures. I mean, he's
a smart guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's a smart guy. He's a businessman at first. I hate to say it, Rob Liefeld. He might shit on me for this. I mean, he might attack me on Twitter if he ever finds out. But I don't think he's a smart businessman at the end of the day. He's not into a bunch of other things. I mean, he's not the Kevin Feige of fucking,
Well, what about all the other Image guys? Most of them are not. They're not huge.
Rob's the outlier. Rob's the outlier. Rob has always been a dickhead. They've never liked Rob.
Jim Lee.
There's Todd, who's the king.
Yep.
And there's a bunch of these guys that have had nice careers. They've
done some
nice stuff. They keep getting jobs because they're not dickheads.
But you would say it would like what? Campbell's number 2, right? Let's go down the list, right? You had
Lee's number 2.
Todd Father, Campbell.
I think Lee. I would say Jim Lee.
Yeah, Jim Lee. I mean,
Jim Lee. Campbell isn't even in that crew, is he?
Yeah, he's not one of the original, but he came over. But he was I don't know, second generation in my mind. It was
Valentino,
McFarlane, Jim Lee, Rob
Silvestri,
Erickson, what's Eric
Larson.
Eric Larson. And that's it, right?
Yeah, those are the big guys.
Wills Portacio. Yeah, thanks, Rob. I appreciate that. That's one guy I always forget. I always forget Portacio or Valentino. So those 7. And then they kind of brought in Kirkman as like the 8th later on. They kind of made him a
unofficial,
guy because of, he saved the company with Walking Dead, basically. I think he saved comics. I mean,
well, yeah.
Well, Walking Dead and Invincible, in my mind, are the 2 best modern series to come out of comics in a long-ass time.
Yeah. So, but the thing about Liefeld is he's always been a dick. Nobody's ever liked him, I don't think. He got kicked out of there early.
I can actually put this up.
And he was not. I mean, he's by far the worst artist of the group.
Right over Zeke.
Thanks, man. When I get on a rant.
Yeah, whenever Zeke gets on a rant.
He just doesn't play well with others.
Yeah.
I mean, all those other guys have had decent careers and nobody bashes them for their artwork and
yeah, I mean, it's him trying to stay relevant. I think he's the Chris Brown, Lindsay Lohan of comics, man. He just wants his 15 minutes of fame and he's just never going to go away. I mean,
a lot of people have paid him $88 for his Deadpool autograph and a shitty ass drawing.
I mean, I can't wait for him to become the Takeshi 6ix9ine of comics, man.
We all talk about Neil being a bit of a pain in the ass and a bit of a loud mouth, but I tell you what, if you stand in line for an autograph for him, you're going to a quality story. He's not going to be bashing his publisher. He may be bashing something.
He is. He'll
be elaborating some things.
But
he's going to give you some entertainment standing in line. I mean, that's my personal experience. He's going to.
What's the difference?
He's going to tell a story. He's going to do what he says. He's going to give you a good autograph, and you're going to have a story you walk away from. Liefeld always just feels like he's just going to piss on everybody.
But what's the difference between that and like look at okay? So let's take comic creators off the board. Let's take a celebrity guest, right? What's the difference between that and Scott Steiner or all these wrestlers who are all like crazy 80s wrestlers who are all coked up? It's not. I mean, it's nostalgia for me. If I want to go see Ric Flair and get an autograph, you think Ric Flair is going to tell me? And I mean, he might be a nice guy, but he's going to tell me some crazy ass story that or something like that, or 80s wrestlers always or Tara Reid. Are you going to stand in line and get an autograph from Tara Reid? No, but you're going to go up there for just how crazy of shit she's going to come out of her mouth, I mean, that's what I think. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know. There are certain celebrities that give you a good experience. Certain ones give it a bad one.
Yeah.
There's I don't know. IndieCon this year, I just kind of was watching the feedback from the con, and John Barrowman, the guy from Arrow, who played the villain for a few seasons, and he was in Doctor Who and all that. Everybody said he was one of the greatest celebrities to meet. He just, he actually showed up day 2 a little late, and he's like, "Sorry, I screwed up. I got hungover." Somebody handed me a drink and handed me another one.
Hey, I will say that I don't do celebrities, but somebody gave me a free ticket to get Paul Rudd up at C2E2, and he was awesome. He was like joking with everybody. He was giving people high fives, and he was like, "This is the greatest thing ever."
You can be great at it, or you can be a dick. And I think Rob is just like, let's be $72.52 for the drawing.
That's exactly what standing in a line for Rob Liefeld is like. He's more concerned about have you paid your money and did you pay the right amount than what he's signing or asking, does he want you to personalize it? I swear to God, it was crazy. The last autograph and the only autograph I'll get from him, that's all he cared about was, did you pay the right amount? This is this much. Did make sure that he paid this much? It was like,
well, Dino, you stood in line at Baltimore for Steranko.
Yeah, I did.
Was it a good experience or bad one?
I got a story out of it, so I thought it was good. Me and Scotty both got a story out of it. So
he always feels classy about it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I wish he honestly.
He puts on the show you want.
Yeah, I mean, I wish he would have signed it in red ink because I think it would have been dope. But the pencil made a story. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he signed in pencil.
Yeah. So he told me, he goes, I go, here's was a black and white print. I was like, and it was a murder print, right? And I was like, it was dope. And I was like, oh, he can sign it in red and get that Sin City kind of vibe from like Frank Miller style. I was like, hey, can you mark this in red because I think it would be dope. He goes, no, we don't sign this in red ink. We sign it in pencil because it's museum quality print. You know,
that's true. That's true. That's not the only person I've heard that from.
So I mean, I didn't know. I just whatever, man. I mean, but it was cool. It was dope. I mean,
those guys, Steranko and Adams, they're different people, but they both are like the reigning kind of majesty of the shit. You know what you're getting. You're gonna get.
Who's the second one?
Steranko and Adams. You're gonna get
Adams. Okay, I thought you meant Adams.
They put on a show. It is always a good show. No, is it always the show you want? No, but they're gonna give you a show.
Dude, I would party with Steranko if I could.
He told me the best story I've ever heard in the comics industry, and that's about him bitch slapping Bob Kane. So
what?
Yeah, I thought I told this on the show before, but it'll be real quick. I went to go to Phoenix Comic Con, and he was the main person I was going. So I like to collect creator first, and had his creator first, which he only did a little hand on the first ever cover he did. It's just a hand, like about that big, and he drew it. And so I had him sign it, and he was talking about it. And
what is that? Is it Spy-Man or something else?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, Spy-Man. And so he signed it, and he laughed. He's like, yeah, I only did the hand. And another guy walked up, and he wanted him to sign those big museum quality DC books.
Yep.
And so there's a thing about Bob Kane. He goes, let me tell you about Bob Kane. And he basically the way he told it is Bob Kane was just what DC did in the late 70s with Bob Kane, or the mid 70s, was just put him up. And they gave him an office in the main building just to get him away from everybody because he was such a pain in the ass. And he would go around acting like he was the president of the company. And so he would, act like he was getting all the big deals and stuff. And so all the comic creators used to go to like a bar and hang out. And one day, they just got tired of Kane acting like he, did everything. And he's the reason why everything's going so great. And, they all need to kiss his feet type deal. And he came down to the bar and they were like, you're not allowed in here. You know what I mean? And basically Kane said something to Steranko, and Steranko wasn't having it. He slapped him with an open face slap.
I can see Steranko in his like 4-piece suits.
Yeah. And yeah. So it was an amazing story. And I cannot, Andy says that he's got a good story about Steranko, and
check out Comic Man Andy's story. I think it's going to be a good one.
Yes. Anybody, if you ever get a chance to go to a con where Steranko is at, just pull up a chair. It'll be one of the best cons you'll ever go to because he loves to talk.
And he'll spend like 10 minutes with you. Every person. I mean, the line it shouldn't have been through the roof, but it was like 20 deep, and it was not reason to be 20 deep, except for Steranko spent 10 minutes with everybody talking with him, which is a cool experience. I mean, it's cool.
I'm going to take back my statement and say Perez was the guy, but he decided to retire.
Yep.
Yes.
Perez was in that group.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
They just knew how to entertain. And that's why I'm a little hesitant to go to new creators, because I don't think they know how to entertain all of them.
You gotta have that pizzazz. It's like selling books, man. It's like
I think the 70s made them entertain. The 60s, 70s just gave them that voice. Now a lot of creators are, they're artists. maybe the written folks, the writers are different, but the artists, a lot of them are quiet. They're not ready for that. You know what I mean?
They're like, I hate to say it, and I don't want to offend the engineering community. They're like a bunch of engineers, man. Just put them in the dark like mushrooms, dude.
Well, like we all hear about Hughes. Hughes is a great, fan favorite, but he's not at a con. He's not polished.
Well, I mean,
he's not polished at all unless he's on Twitter.
No, and there's some guys that I've seen great experience with, some I haven't, but I just don't think I've seen the guys like some of these old school guys that just got the machismo to just be like, I don't care what you think. I'm going to tell you the story I want to tell you.
Yeah. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Comic Man Andy. I saw that people have been congratulating him on getting his Grail. And if you guys haven't had a chance to check out his videos, go check him out. He's got a real cool video, I'm sure, coming up to talk about his Grail. And it's pretty cool that he picked it up. So make sure you guys go check that out and listen to that story. There's nothing like hearing somebody talk about getting their Grail. So
David MC, I'm not even going to comment on your comment other than I've been to one and it's nuts.
Yeah. So, well, what do you guys think? You guys got any more?
The only other thing that I would, and we don't have to talk very long about it, was did you guys watch Watchmen?
I haven't.
Not yet.
Yeah.
So we won't talk about it since you guys didn't.
No. What do you think?
Well, it's weird. Like you look at Rotten Tomatoes, and it's like at 95%, but the audience score is at 50%. So it's really strange.
Is it a prequel or a sequel?
It's after, and it was kind of hard to. It kind of jumped timelines a little bit, so you kind of had to. It was a little bit hard to follow, but it looked gorgeous. I mean, everything about it looked top notch.
This is one I wanted to play on, and I just couldn't commit because they didn't give us enough of what it was.
You still don't really know much of what it is. Now there is a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of, and it's kind of the Watchmen book. I mean, the Watchmen book was kind of politically, charged or whatever. So I mean, the show is it's got a lot of political issues in it, but it's not anything that seems like like in your face type stuff. I mean, it was well done, well acted. I just am kind of like, what just happened? I don't really know exactly what just happened after the first episode. So
I tell you what, if you go back and watch it, if the Watchmen came out today, it would have done so much better.
The movie?
Yeah. I mean, was it a perfect movie? No.
It was long. It was long, and
we just weren't ready for the movie that they were doing.
Yeah, I mean, it was long, and I think with who's the big blue guy? I'm losing my mind. Manhattan. It was that part was just boring to me. I remember watching it back, and
the story's boring with him.
Yeah, and that's what happened. I mean,
it just if they'd done it now, everybody could kind of accept it as a comic book movie, and then it was just so ahead of the curve.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have HBO, I would recommend watching it. I do want to watch the whole season, so maybe you can binge it at the end. I don't know how many.
I kind of need to get a few episodes in.
Yeah, I don't know how many episodes. It was only 6 or 8 for the whole season, something like that. So,
did you guys watch Titans this week?
No,
I don't have DC.
Guys, I'm gonna have to just give you my password.
Oh wow,
it's that good. Yeah, I haven't seen this week's one.
They introduced Superboy last week, and oh my god, they aren't even afraid to go on a tangent, and they did such a fun job with it. It is just it's not the Titans I was expecting and I thought I wanted, but it is just a great telling of a new story.
Yeah, we're definitely going to give you guys a Flip Challenge update. We probably ought to plan a show coming up.
Well, Ben's winning. Z still sucks and has failure to launch.
I'm actually about ready to, which is really funny. I bought that primer, but that was well over my Flipside
allowance.
Allowance. But I've got about 300. I started with 100. I'm about at 300. So I'm about ready to reinvest the 300. I'm gonna either buy a raw book and grade it, or I'm going to buy a video game and grade it. One of those two. So,
just so the clarification, Watchmen TV series, it will be 9 episodes.
Yeah, that Detroit math up there. Yeah, you're like,
I'm like,
two.
I thought I was 8. I'm getting all confused, and I was like,
So 9 episodes.
9 episodes.
It looks beautiful. I mean, it really does. It
looks pretty.
Yeah, it looks very, very nice. So, but yeah, maybe a few weeks we'll when you guys catch up on it or whatever.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it more.
Everybody, please make sure to check out the Hot 10 show every Friday night. You can catch it here on this channel, and comment, enjoy, subscribe, like, all that stuff. Join Ben and
at least 2 of us will be on the show.
Yes. There's always a couple of us that'll be on there, but the man himself will be running down the list most of the time, and make sure you guys check that out.
If you get Paul, we're sorry.
Yeah. And sometimes you have to carry Paul through that.
Yeah. And also make sure you check out the hot cold comic book list. I believe they've got a pretty cool change coming up. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't know if it's been talked about, but the hot cold comic book list is an amazing show that Simple Man and Jack do, and they have guys from all around CBSI join in and talk about their hot and cold picks, the week, the month, whatever is going on there. So make sure you check it out. And subscribe, like, and comment. Let us know what you guys think.
And before we leave, Comic Man Andy, I'm in Detroit. I'm in the hood. MCC, we'll hang out next year, man. We'll definitely go. I try to go on Saturday or something. I don't know. I got bigger news coming up that I'll talk about too. So it might delay that too. But we'll see. We'll see. If not, we can hang out whenever, man. Just hit me up and. We'll do a card show or something, or comic. We'll figure it out, man.
All right, much love, guys.
Thanks to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, chat's hitting it up all day, man. We are trying to get to 1,000, boys. Hit up 1,000 subscribers. Big things can happen. Super chats and whatnot, and
the 84 Tops football box is coming, guys.
Yep, crazy. We're gonna do it. Let's go.
Be ready. It's coming. So, all right, guys. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
Later, boys.